If you can hear me, clap 2 times. If you can hear me, clap 3 times. Okay, I figured out. Okay, how to record this.
I can start it.
Okay, so let's put our post-its down.
Can we share? Can we all go around the table and share?
We're not gonna share our identities, but I'll tell you what we are
I'm a
gonna
night
share. I
owl.
heard you're Schmeatflaw. It was beautiful.
No, that's my last name. You could call me Schmeatflaw.
Okay, Lila, why don't you tell us your full name?
Okay. I am Brittany Bob Schmeatflaw. I am 23. I am from Russia, and I want to go because meet husband and explore.
Your husband!
So what we're actually going to talk about, we're not going to talk about right now who we are, Schmeatflaw. We're going to talk about what that experience was like. So one of the new immigrants, why don't you share what it was like to walk into a room of Israelis? How did it feel? How did talking to them go, Ian?
I was thinking,
You can think. Take your time.
like we were putty.
It's okay.
No,
We
it
were
comes
putty.
late.
It's not going to record darkly. Don't worry about it.
Big party.
Oh.
It
It felt
was.
like a big party.
It felt like a big party. You were
In
celebrating
my house.
your Aliyah. What else did it feel like, Lila?
I actually met my husband there. We had a child named Schmeatflaw Jr.
Yeah, this is your husband.
Schmeatflaw Jr. will be beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, one person at a time. Lissa, what did it feel like?
I felt a little weird because when I was talking to Noah, she didn't even talk to me.
She didn't even talk to you.
I introduced myself and then she just
Alright.
laughed. She just laughed at me.
She
You were
tried-
supposed to do the dance party.
Okay, wait a minute. So one person at a time, remember? We're not going to talk over each other. Lissa said it felt weird. She was trying to introduce herself, and the Israeli, just laughed at her. What else, Jaden?
I like meeting people doing this. And doing like Joey from the tool shop.
That was you.
Okay, so you enjoyed that,
Me
but okay. Remember, you can still get post-its right now. Okay, Jaden, you said you liked meeting people, but we're talking about how did the conversations go? How did they go? How did your conversation go with Billy Bob Joe? Is that your name?
Billy Bob.
It's a very Israeli
Billy
name.
Bob. My name's Schmeatflaw.
Okay.
So, in the middle of my thing, he was doing a disco chicken.
In the middle of your conversation, he was doing a disco chicken. How did that make you feel?
It made me feel good.
It made you feel good.
He joined it. It was like a big disco party. Did it make you hungry?
Okay. Next person who calls out is getting a post-it for real. Okay,
But we
for real. Peter.
VOD.
I was talking
Someone
to Matthew.
raised their hand, so we're
I was
listening.
talking to Matthew. Look at me like this.
Matthew, and he just looked at you blankly. How did that
And then
feel?
5 seconds later, after I was done, he said, "Everybody dance now."
I came up with that, people.
Okay, we're gonna get to that. So how did that feel? Did you feel like you were having a good conversation with a new friend in your new country?
No.
No. What did you feel like?
Actually, yeah, I did.
What did you feel like? Tell me in your words.
I feel like he was rocking the disco chicken.
What did it feel like? I want to
Like
know.
I was rocking the disco chicken with them.
Okay, so you felt included. Lissa has something to add.
I'm just saying, if someone did that to me, I would feel rejected. Like they didn't even care about anything I was saying or where I came from or why I was coming to Israel. Like they didn't care anything about me.
Okay, so rejected. Like they didn't care about you. Like they didn't care about learning why you came to Israel. Lila.
I felt weird when I talked to Noah because first off, she doesn't talk. She just laughed so much she almost fell out of her chair. And yeah, I was trying to explain I'm Schmeatflaw, and she just started cracking up, and it made me feel terrible.
So
Want me
Lila
to change
felt
my name?
terrible.
Because I bet she wants me to change my name.
You felt like there was something wrong with you. You felt like you needed to change.
I needed
Okay.
to change, but she needed to change.
Okay.
She needed to stop laughing.
Okay, one more person. Let's all listen up to Ian.
When I was talking to Matthew, he said that I had a criminal record because I left Israel because cops was chasing me.
Okay, so someone else made you feel not good by saying he was questioning your reasons for coming. He said maybe you have a criminal record and you're fleeing. He was questioning you.
I am.
And you are. And he was right. Okay. So how about someone from the group of Israelis share what went on?
I didn't understand the language at all.
So you didn't understand their language at all. What else were, what you can tell them now. Let's reveal to them what we talked about in here, Matthew.
So we were trying to make up weird customs
I made up the dance.
to confuse you.
Okay, so does that shed some light on that experience?
Yes.
So when you talked to Matthew and he started going, everybody dance now,
That was mine.
it was something we decided before you guys came in. Why would we do that?
That's just mean.
Just mean.
It
We're
hurts
just
my heart.
We're just
That's
mean.
how we react.
Okay, one person at a time. What did you want to think, Jaden?
Nice.
You thought it was nice?
Yeah.
Felt like a party to welcome you to Israel? All right, everyone, Lila has the floor, please.
I felt rejected. I don't think it felt nice. I thought it felt weird because I'm from somewhere else and I have no clue what that chicken thing is. And I'm just like, what are these people doing? I don't know them and they're just acting crazy and trying to make friends.
Okay.
I was trying to make friends.
You were trying to make friends and you felt rejected and confused and you didn't belong. What else, Lissa?
And also, I didn't know that they were actually trying to do that. I thought they were doing, like, I didn't know they were actually supposed to do that. I thought they were actually doing it to be mean.
Yeah.
Like, cause like they really didn't like us, so that really would have hurt me. They should have said, "Hey, I'm just playing around," but they never did. They would just do that, and it just really hurt my feelings. And
Well, I apologize on behalf of everyone. I told them to do it. It was our experiment. So I hope you accept our apology.
I accept it from you.
Okay. So why do you think we tried to do it? We weren't just doing it to be mean. Why do you think we did this? How does it relate to the video that we watched and people coming to a new country? How does it relate to that? What do you think, Noah?
The army people were doing the dance move thing.
Well, we saw the army people doing the dance moves, but they weren't doing that to be mean. They were doing it to welcome.
I think they were doing it so they could tell that they were. I don't know what I was saying. They were so they could tell that they wanted them to experience really fun culture. So I think they did it to help them experience what's really fun.
Okay, someone in the Israeli group. Why do you think we acted in that way and confused everyone so much?
To be mean.
Someone in the Israeli group. What do you think? Do you want to guess, Noah? You don't know? What do you think,
Come on.
Matthew? Why are we acting that way?
Come on, no one.
Why would we? What were we trying to? What do you think I was trying to teach? Okay. How to be funny. So, I thought the video. Noah, you have another guess?
Well, I think we did it because that was our religion.
Okay.
So that's what we did.
You think it was like we were trying to show these are our customs, this is our religion, this is our culture, and you guys come from a different one.
I don't think doing the disco
Okay, hold on
chicken
to
is
that.
Israel culture.
Well, it's not their real culture. We came up with customs. Okay, so what I was trying to do was show you that even though in the video we saw everyone, it was like a big party. Like you said, there were balloons, the soldiers were dancing, everyone was hugging and playing
Kissing.
music and kissing. It looks like a big party. But if I told you you were going to leave all your friends, all your family, everything you knew that was familiar, your home, and go somewhere new, it's not all a big party. What do you think it's like when after they stopped filming? When they stopped filming was when the kid ran up to the house and there was a big welcome sign and they opened the door. What do you think happened the next day and the next week? What was life like for them in Israel?
I thought for them it could have been really fun and fun to explore.
Fun. There's definitely fun to explore. I think that's definitely part of it. But I think there's another side too. Do you agree?
Yeah.
What do you think, Matthew?
Try new food.
So you try new things. Is that good or challenging?
Challenging.
It's It's challenging. Why?
because you don't know if you're gonna like it or
Okay, so there's lots of new things. You don't know if you're gonna like them. What else is it like after they stop filming that video for all those people living across the world in a new country? What else might it be like? And then how does it relate to what we did with the disco and all those weird customs we came up with?
Disco chicken.
What do you think? Yeah, Lila, what do you think?
Well, not really knowing somebody else's culture in the first part, or like the first year or so, it's kind of weird because you're more used to hear what your Matthew said food. Sometimes they don't have all of the food we have here, so it's kind of different. And if you don't like the food, I mean, you're not gonna. It's not good because they don't have that many varieties of food that they have here.
Okay, so you said something about like the first year. You think it takes a year to adjust.
Yeah.
So a whole year of not like really knowing the culture, the foods, all that stuff. What do you think, Ian?
One of my friends, like in the Israel thing, like we kind of came up with the customs,
Yeah.
and you didn't know that it would be offensive. There's one of my friends did that, and he was and he did something offensive that was Chinese, and he was asking everybody, is there anybody that's Chinese? And I told him that one of my friends was Chinese, and he was sitting at the table, and he did it, and it was really offensive to him. So, because he thought I was joking that he was Chinese.
Okay, so you're talking about someone who made fun of someone else's culture. Yeah, that can be offensive. Yeah. So maybe that could happen to a new immigrant. If someone's an immigrant from China to America and they act differently, they come here and people make fun of them, which is never correct. But if someone's an immigrant, so we're used to being Americans and everyone acts the same way around here. Well, not the same way, but everyone has the same customs and we know what it's like and we know what the culture is like. And then you go to Israel and suddenly American culture seems weird to people and people may make fun of you. Okay, I'll give you an example. In America, we say sorry all the time. If you stepped on someone's foot or you accidentally elbowed someone, would you say sorry?
Yeah.
Some people.
Or like, excuse me. If someone's blocking your way, you say excuse me, right?
Yeah, like excuse
No?
me, will you please?
Okay, well, would you like push them over or like nudge them a little without saying excuse me?
No, that's kind of rude. But definitely don't put it.
family.
Get out of my way.
So one thing I noticed in Israel is like, as an American, when you're always like, oh, you interrupt someone, you say, oh, sorry, like, excuse me. Israelis like laugh at you because in Israel they don't do that. They don't have the like same like culture of saying, excuse me, I'm sorry. They think it's really weird that Americans are constantly apologizing. In Israel, they say sorry when they really do something wrong. And so they take that word more seriously. Here, we say, excuse me, sorry, all the time. So that's one thing that, like, when I lived in Israel, people were kind of like, ha, you're such an American, saying sorry all the time.
That's kind of mean.
Well, yeah, but it's a different culture. So I think it relates to Ian's example.
What do you say when you bump into somebody?
In Israel, you just keep walking.
Hey, what if they did that to it? What if they did that to an American? The American's like, hey.
So, I mean, there are pluses and minuses. I have the same socks, and I always wear mismatched ones, too.
I just didn't have the same pair, so, but these are the same brand. Like they came in the same package.
That always happens to
Because
me,
I couldn't
too.
find it, so I'm just like, hey, whatever.
Okay, so, am I going to have to move you?
No. I do that too.
Okay, so there are both two sides of it. Israelis would say to us, sorry is a really sacred word, and we don't just throw it around when, like, it's without putting a lot of thought into it. But Americans say it's just being polite. We like to say sorry a lot. So it's two different cultures, and one's not right and one's not wrong, but it's an example of this mashing of cultures. So in Matthew's culture, it's very common when someone says hello to break into the everybody dance now dance. And in Peter's culture, that wasn't common. So they were at a crossing of paths.
Like a square piece of wood, and we took with like these vine things. It was like bendable vine thing.
All right.
Was I made a Ruby Bridges out of Twizzlers and M&M's.